Hi, welcome to Here's Lisa, and we're here at the Electric Lady Recording Studio, the most famous recording studio in the world, down in the Greenwich Village on 52nd Street. This was originally owned by Jimi Hendrix. He made it specifically for his own recording and for the comfort of recording artists. So this is an amazing architecture. Let's go see what's going on downstairs. Come on. We have the double platinum sales award to Jimi for the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Okay, as we're on our way to Studio A, take notice in the back there's some albums from Alicia Keys and the Rolling Stones, D'Angelo. Anybody who's anybody has been here. Who we have here, one of the engineers, Josh. Hi, Josh.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
So what's your goal in being here, and how'd you end up here at Electric Lady?
I started here with an internship from Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences in Arizona, and that about 8 months later turned into a gig. And I've been on payroll for about a year and a half. And my goals and aspirations are just to pick up the insane talent that some of these engineers like Mark Plotty and Rich Costi and these guys have been in the game for, their whole lives. And they've done everyone from, in this studio we've had anyone from Led Zeppelin, we had a Cream in here, Gwen Stefani, Black Crowes, and Jennifer Lopez all last week. And when you're working with those kind of engineers, it's just dumb sick what you can pick up. So,
wow.
It's a beautiful thing.
Did you ever think you'd be here at Electric Lady when you started out on this journey?
I had the aspiration, yeah.
All right.
It was in my heart, and as long as I'm focused, I feel like God blesses me, so it's a beautiful thing.
Now, do you feel the energy from Jimi here in the hallways and in the studios?
I'd like to think so. I hear some really weird things when I'm sleeping here at night, and I'm the only one in the building, so.
Oh, no.
Who knows, yeah. Keyboards going off. Yeah, seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Jimmy's coming back to play.
Shoot, maybe. Let's
wait,
jam.
Now wait. Shouldn't that be a guitar?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he's taking up keyboards now.
Yeah, he's getting bored in the afterlife.
There we go. Well, we have a psychic, John Cohan, who does our show, so we'll have to ask him.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, before you leave, let me do some shameless promotion then. So
promoting here.
We're promoting Chicago culture and New York culture all in one stop.
Okay.
This is, it's actually a 10-foot painting shrunk down to about 2.5 inches. And you can find portraits like this, cartoon work, illustrations, graffiti, all kinds of music and culture, online magazines, all designed by myself at jmldesigns.net. So tell a friend, check it out. Tell your mom. Of course. Here, I'll
this
give
guy
you a
is
stack.
multi-talented. Let me tell you, music, art.
Design websites if you need that. Business cards here.
Wow.
We'll run the gamut.
Everything but sleep. So, well, thank you for your time. I really
Yes.
appreciate it.
Thanks.
Now, maybe sometime you can come to the studio and show us some of your work and
Sure.
have you on there.
Yeah, I'd love to.
All
So
right.
thanks.
Thank you. We're just going to take a walk down here and thank you. Okay. That's cool. This is all original mural work that was here when Jimi designed the place. And you can still feel the vibe of the 70s here. A little bit you can feel from the 60s coming into here. And the sound in this building is just amazing. You'll see in the studios that there's very hard to compare to the sound you get in this studio. So we go inside Studio A where they're doing some work. The thing is original from the time Jimi Hendrix was here. And here we have some people working. And as you remember, John Cronus from a previous episode. Hi, John. Want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing here?
Well, we're here making rock and roll music, and this is Jimi Hendrix's recording studio that he opened in 1970, and unfortunately I think he died 30 days later, but this is still one of the coolest places in the music business. It's really, in a lot of ways, hasn't changed at all. All the original artwork and murals are all the same, and the vibe and the spirit's still here, the way Jimi Hendrix had left it. And we're mixing. This is Ray Bardini and Dee. And
I don't want to interrupt Ray too much because he's busy working and he's very tired. Hi, Ray. Can you just tell us a little bit about your experience here at Electric Lady?
Sure. I love it here, number one. It's just a great working environment. And, you know, we've been working the last batch of songs we've been in here. It's been a great experience. And this is Dee. She's been with us the whole time. And it's great finally putting everything together.
You guys are both engineers here?
Yeah. Well, I'm an independent engineer, so I go everywhere. Dee was here.
Okay.
And so he's on the project with us. It's been good.
Great.
And that's, you know.
So you did the original remastering of Elvis's?
Yeah, the mixing and the mastering. Well, I didn't. Well, the 30 number ones and the Elvis Second to None compilation I did. I took the original tapes and did brand new mixes and made them sonically really good.
Wow. And they're available now?
Oh yeah.
This is the album. You want to tell a little bit about this?
this compilation is called Second to None, and Ray is the producer of this whole project and the compilation. And 30 number one hits, which we don't have right this second here, was the CD that preceded this. This was the follow-up, and these sold millions and millions of copies. And what they did was really brilliant. They took all the original masters, like everything from like 1960, the original Elvis tapes from the vaults, and Ray was the mastermind who sat here, you know, for months and remixed all those songs to make them sound as close to like a modern recording as you could.
What's your favorite studio here to record in? Or do engineering? There's 3 studios, right?
There are 3 studios. This one is the largest one in terms of its floor plan.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the live room, that is. I think Studio B has a bit of a bigger control room, and it's normally the mixing kind of room. Although a lot of people like to mix here as well. There's no like hard set rule about that, but. And the live room in B is also smaller, so although bands will track there, a lot of the times this will get used as the main tracking room, at least when there are large bands involved. And Studio B will be used for overdubs and sometimes smaller projects or mixed projects where they don't need a large live room. The first point of contact isn't the screen on the computer, but it is the music. And
Which has to be very difficult. I mean, look at all this equipment, you know, just to get the feeling of the music and stay with that.
It isn't that complicated.
No.
It's just 80 channels of the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the original masters that Ray remastered, like some of the tracks are only 3 tracks.
Oh my goodness.
The last album Elvis made was in the Jungle Room at Graceland. He was saying those were 16 track. It was Moody Blue and Way Down was one of those tracks. Moody Blue was on the Second to None compilation he just played. He was saying the entire record was right before Elvis died. Was recorded in the Jungle Room at Graceland in his living room, or Den it was called, and they made a recording studio out of it like for a year before he died and recorded his last album in his house.
Well, I thank you for your time. I don't want to hold you up any further.